morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm going to put my remarks here and hope they don't fly away. As Kayla said, I'm Jim Lambert, Managing Director and Partner for Wood Partners here in Massachusetts. On behalf of our team, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the groundbreaking of Alta French Hill. We're really excited. Thank you, Kayla, for your work in putting this event together this morning. We really appreciate that, and we're all super excited. To start with, I'd like to recognize a team of folks, most of which who are here with us today. Without this team, this project wouldn't be possible. So our investment partner, Marcus Partners, there's several folks here from that group today. Eastern Bank, there's a couple of gentlemen here from Eastern Bank, who's our construction lender. The architectural team, a couple of gentlemen over here from the architectural team, who's our architect on the project, and Allen and Major, who's our civil engineer. There's some folks here from Allen and Major as well, so we appreciate the team. Also, our team at Wood Partners, which consists of a development crew. We have a couple of folks from our development team, a pre-construction team who really leads the way on design and budgeting to get to this point today. And then, of course, our construction crew who is out here working on the site on a daily basis, making this thing happen. A bunch of the guys are out in the back there, so thank you guys. Appreciate that. I think quickly, I'd just like to recap what actually the project is all about so we're all on the same page of what we're talking about. You can see the renderings here off to my left. So Alta French Hill, what is the project? 276 rental apartment homes on about a 4.7 acre site. As you can see, it may not have looked like that before it was all cleared away, but it's a sizable site, especially for the location here downtown. It'll consist of a 5-story building, 4 and 5 story, depending on where you are with the grade, with a precast parking garage that you can see just about to get started behind us here today. 391 parking spaces for the 276 units. We're going to have a mix of 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom units, so a nice mix and variety for anybody looking for a new apartment home in town. We'll feature state-of-the-art amenities, so fitness center, resident lounge, dining spaces, outdoor grilling, pool, and courtyard. So really top of the line. This is going to be a Class A apartment development that everybody should be proud of. And then we're basically where we're standing right now, we'll have about 10,000 square feet of retail fronting Lincoln and Mechanic Street. I think this is important. So this is going to really bring together the pedestrian experience and help us connect to the downtown area. So we have about 10,000 square feet. That is going to consist of a work from home suite location, which will be really along fronting Mechanic Street. And then on the 2 caps of the buildings, on the corner of Mechanic and Lincoln, and then the corner of Lincoln and the rail trail down here, we'll have our 2 retail spaces. And our hope is, as we've talked about throughout the process, that we'll get some really good users for those spaces, including hopefully a restaurant or 2 to serve the rail trail and folks in the public. So we're super excited about that. And then quickly, finally, one point I think that was important to us and to the city council as we were permitting. This project will be our first that's all electric. So I think that's something that's worth noting here today. And then I guess I'd like to add that as part of the coming together of these parcels and as part of the permitting, in conjunction with the city council and MEDC and the city, we really came up with a good package of public benefits. So we have 28 affordable units that'll be included in this project, so at 80% of area median income. Back behind you in this corner along the front, the head of the rail trail, we'll be building a 22-space parking lot with an amenity and bathroom building that will be owned and operated by the city for use by the public. So the thought there, obviously, is it's a place for people to park, jump out, take a walk on the rail trail. They'll be able to access the retail in our building when that is in place, and it just be a good meeting place and a good way for people to have great access to the rail trail. And then finally, over on Jefferson Street, we'll be redoing and improving an existing parking lot that now is basically dirt, and we'll be making that up to today's modern standards for a new parking lot. The evolution of this city has been underway well before we were involved, and a lot of the folks that are standing here today have a lot to do with that, a few of which you'll hear from shortly. It's been a collaborative effort between the public and us as a private developer. That's something that we don't take for granted. That's not something that is always the case, and we're very pleased with the way that it's unfolded since we've been involved here with the city of Marlborough. As many of you know, there's a long history on this site, going back 30, 40, 50, the mayor may say longer than that. We're going to hear a little bit about that, I'm sure, from the mayor, from Councilor Irish, so I'll leave sort of the historic part of that to those who know it better than me. But I just want to talk about a little bit quickly about why we decided to invest here, what we see, what our vision is. Obviously, Marlboro is a great city, but specifically to this location versus other places that have been developed, we love the idea of being able to walk out your front door and walk to downtown, walk to the new shops that we're going to be creating, walk to the shops up the street here to my right that are existing today. We're adjacent to the Assabet River Rail Trail, which I mentioned previously. We think that's going to be a phenomenal amenity for folks living in this new community, as well as enlivening this space from what was an industrial area to something more developed for people who already live in town and use the rail trail. We're, of course, a short distance from Route 20, Solomon Pond Mall, Apex, and all the retail that surrounds that. We're very close to 495 and all the amenities, and most importantly, employment that come along with that. We think Marlboro is a vital, part of the 495 corridor when it comes to employment, and one of the main reasons why we think that Marlboro is a great place to invest. And then finally, as I mentioned, the people. So we've been welcomed here since day one. When we met with Meredith, we met with the mayor, we met with the city council, and so on and so forth. And it's really been a great experience, and we can't thank them enough for that. The possibilities here are exciting. We plan to build something that the community can be proud of, that can both stand out as something new, but also blend in as part of a neighborhood in the community. So we're thrilled to be part of this expanding landscape. We want to thank you again. We look forward to seeing you in early 2025 when we open the doors to this new project, Alta French Hill, at our grand opening. If you have any questions about the project afterward, please come find me, say hello. And with that, I'd say thank you, and I want to turn it over to our next speaker, Meredith Harris.
Thank you. It's really exciting to be here. Often when you work in municipal government, you have visions or you think about things that you'd like to do or areas that you'd like to improve. This is really exciting. Here we are. We've been able to make it happen. And it was really a culmination of a lot of different people that came together to make this happen. And I remember when Mayor Vigent, who was not elected last night, he was elected many moons ago, but that's okay. But really, your vision was bold for this site. And it was something when you came to me and said, no, we're going to make this happen. We've talked about it for a lot of years. And I thought, I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but it happened. And here we are. And it took a lot of people coming together, a lot of paperwork. There was a lot of things that happened. I would have to mention John Galoni as well, who helped us really pull the whole thing together, get the faciles to the table. Andrea Pyan, who actually signed on all the paperwork when we were doing a lot of the legal work and things like that. But this is going to be an incredible project and really bring life to an area of the city that has needed new life for a very long time. So it's really exciting to be here. I'm not going to take up too much time. I'm going to let the mayor give a lot of history about this site, but thank you to the city council, who not only approved the special permit for the project, but also the zoning that allowed for the project to happen. We did, purchase the site again, which was kind of a bold move. Not often do you see a city kind of buy a parcel of land like this, really with no plan. We had a vision, but we didn't have a plan at the time. And I think the plan that we ended up with is exactly what everybody envisioned. So thank you for that. The zoning went into place. We were able to find the developer. It took a couple years. It took a lot of cobbling things together and a lot of conversations, but in the end, I think we really came out with the best product. And I look forward to the next phase where we're going to be looking for those small, unique businesses that are going to be fronting here on Lincoln Street and really bring new life to this area. So with that, I think we're going to turn it over to Councilor John Irish. So thank you.
Thank you, Meredith. Wow, this project, the roots of this project runs very deep in the community. It started with Councilor Clancy, Councilor Ossing, in the City Council doing rezoning for the Lincoln Street area. It was working with MEDC to get a Mass Works grant to repave Lincoln Street and to reconstruct sidewalks. And that all goes forward to moving with this community. And you know, they say actions speak louder than words. And looking at today's groundbreaking ceremony, that is absolutely correct and true. And I would like to welcome Alta French Hill to the community, and thank you and have a good morning.
Oh, there's Mayor.
Thank you all very, very much. This is a super exciting day for the city of Marlboro. And I want to first thank the city council for supporting what I brought to them, because I brought to them something very unique about buying a lot and spending $1 million of taxpayers' money to buy a lot just so we could keep control of it. And I want to thank all the councilors that are here today. I also want to recognize Mayor-elect Christian Dumas. Thank you very much for all your support, and looking forward to you being here for the ribbon cutting. So, but when we went to buy that lot, we really didn't have a plan. We just wanted to keep control of it because there were drawings of gas stations and convenience stores, and that's not what we were looking for. Then we had to find a unique way to buy it because going through a city process just takes too long. So we used the MEDC, and Meredith and Andrea and the entire team at the MEDC jumped in and supported it. Then she started bringing me a couple false alarms. I found someone that wants to develop it. He's got about $2,000 in his pocket, but he's ready to go. But we followed up on all of them every way we could, and then Wood came to the table, and we know we had a real developer with real vision and had the backing to do it. So again, the council stood behind us and supported the project. We thought we brought them a great proposal and bringing the bathroom facilities to the rail trail, putting a parking area down there, redoing the parking lot across from the field, and the city council brought it up even one level better. So I want to thank them, thank all of you. The history on this project, I don't want to get into it too much because it's damn cold today. But last time we were here, we had beer and wine and alcohol and food and a tent. You know, I don't know what, now the weather's changed, we're in a construction site, and I heard that Marlboro looks beautiful. That's because she's used to construction sites. We have construction going on everywhere right now, and it's a great thing. So, but again, the train depot was torn down probably about over 45 years ago, and there's been discussions about what can the city do with it ever since then. And we finally put it together after so many years and so many false alarms on what was going to happen. We did it. So thank you all very much for your support. Looking forward to the next phase of the project. Thank you.